this is Marvelous Action Figures, and this, my friends, this is an Arctic bat. G.I. Joe classified Arctic bat. Very, very different to our normal bat, which I have one prepared earlier. There we go. Here's our normal classic bat. So we've got a few differences here with this one, which I'm going to take a very brief look at. I'm a little bit late on this. I did sleep on this one, but I have picked it up, and I wish I picked up more, obviously, but as always, I forget to buy enough army builders, so it'll be second-hand market for me. However, let's have a look at this bat. So we've got classic bat body that you've seen before. You've got these pads on the shoulders here, which are sort of lift to the side. You've got a reasonable T on both, and one's a little bit stiff. That's fine. So you've got the T movement on both. Then you've got these large straps on the trousers on the side there. You've got arm bend. You've got to here because you've got the metal joint on that, so single arm bend on that one. Little bit more movement on the other one over this side there, so it's not too bad. Not the greatest in terms of double bend. There is double bend on the knees, but you kind of got to force out. As you can see, I'm doing here. You've got to force out the way. So this strap on the thigh there, you've got to just lift that up out the way, but it moves quite well. It's not really a problem. And then you've got a double knee bend there. They stand really well. I've obviously put a stand on it just because I'm creating a snow effect, which you see they do stand quite well on this loose surface. They stand quite well. You've got the ankle pivots, which is a bit stiff. The heel goes, ankle goes right the way back. It does pivot. There you go. It does pivot out. It's quite tough, quite robust. Let me just put that back under his foot for the moment. And then in terms of the deco on it, so you've got obviously got the white for the snow because it's an Arctic bat, which is what you'd expect. You've got this really cool color scheme in the middle here, the blue of obviously the chest plate there, and then you've got this real funky Arctic looking head. Now the red lights, there is the red light like eye effect around, almost like a sort of spider's eyes around it. Oh no, a bat. There you go. I've just worked it out. It's like a bat size. You see what they've done there? It's an Arctic bat, and I've just worked it out. So they've got these red eyes around it. They don't really show up that well, and on a couple of pictures you'll see later, I've probably just dotted on a bit of a red light around it just to make it stand out a little bit. But it is a really cool look to the face. So it is a really good deco. There's lots of detail, great sort of folds and creases in the combat fatigues there. Got nice silver paint job on the back. It's really good because they're a bit lazy sometimes with the paint app, but that looks really good. Nice, bright, shiny silver, so really impressed with that on there. And then you got really cool neck piece on this one. It is the same as the original bat, but you got it in silver, so it looks really good. And we've got lots of accessories with this one, so I'm going to set those out right now. Okay, so we've got a bucket load of accessories here, so let's work through what we've got. We've got second head. We've got a nice white painted look to it here, which is quite cool. I really love this sort of blue and yellowy sort of tint to it as well, sort of polarized reflection. It even says on the hat there, Arctic polarized. I really like that. Then you've got the backpack, a little bit basic, with maybe again just little sort of small details. If we could have had these metal, perhaps it would have gone with the silver on there, or maybe a little bit of a paint app on them, but sort of standard with the G.I. Joe classified backpacks. Then you've got this awesome chainsaw on there, which is great. My complaint with this one, however, is on the backpack. Actually, the backpack is here. What you'll see on the backpack is it won't sit in on its own. It really hangs there loose and won't stay. So I've used, in true old school fashion, a bit of blue tack on that, and then I just sort of put that around underneath and then pop it up onto it. So a little bit under there, and then I just fit that in so you can't see it, and then it clips on the backpack like that. But it's really cool good. I like the detail on it. Again, good colour scheme on it. I could have done that with the backpack, but there we go. And then you've got this chest piece on here as well. So this is like your ammo sort of pack, and almost, I don't know why it looks like it's sort of like a bulletproof effect to it, because I don't think it needs it. Although it is his chest plate that it's protecting, so potentially. And then that sits over the top. There you go. Just clips on, sits on there quite nicely. And we have that one, and then we have two other ones as well. So we have this really sweet Cobra insignia in all white as well. That's great. So that looks really, really cool on that version. And then we've got a battle damage one. So we've got a look, being all cracked up. It's got holes in it. It's really super cool as well. So we've got the battle damage one that fits on there as well. So that's really smart. And then in terms of the gun, I'll just stand up. He's dropped his stand there underneath him. There you go. It doesn't need the stand. There we go. So then you've got a really cool weapon. So you've got I'm going to cover that out for the great reveal, but you know what I'm going to say in a minute. So you've got this machine gun here. You've got the clip. You've got the tripod, the stand for it there. The strap is quite solid. It doesn't bend around, but that's quite cool actually. I don't mind that because the gun sits really nicely over his shoulder. So that works quite well on it. So I don't mind that part to it at all. But look at this. It came bent. It's all crappy, gummy out the box already. And then the worst thing is when I then put the silencer on the end of it, when you pop that on there, look, it just bends it even more. It just warps it even more. Come on, Hasbro. All the weapons are rubbish lately. The eels, harpoons are weak. Torpedoes, harpoon is weak. The guns bend. It's not good. It's just really frustrating. And at some point, that's just going to perish because I keep having to bend it back. So that is a disappointment. And then the other thing he's got here, which I've already put in, is he's got his pistol in his holster. No colour scheme to it. You can see that on there. But yeah, it's fine. It can spend most of the time inside the holster there. So it's cool. What I'll do, I'll accessorise him up. We'll have a quick look at him with the accessories on, and we'll swap the head over. So back in a tick. Right, so what I've done here, I have put the chainsaw onto him. Though it didn't need the blue tack. It does sit quite well in the hand. It's just the hand that pops out. And there's the hand there. So the hand pops out. Chainsaw pops in. Switch the head over. I really like this head. I mean, I must admit, this is a cool design. But for the classic bat, it's obviously this one. I really, really like this one on there. I've just flipped the gun over his shoulder there, and I've put the silencer on, so it sort of sits okay there with the backpack on. And it is a really cool figure. So he's got really good movement. The legs drop down really well, so you can get good range of motion on his legs. And it's actually got really good sort of range, the twist as well. Torso back. Look how far back that goes as well. So it works really well. So I say I am late to the party. There's probably loads of reviews out there already on this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little look at it. Just pop him in next to his compatriot. There we go. This is the all-timer for me though. This bat is the all-timer. Let's bring that back up here. There we go. So this bat is the absolute all-timer for me. I freaking love this one, but I'm really, really pleased with this Arctic bat. Works well with Snow Job, will work really well with the Snow Serpents when they drop here in the UK. So I'm very excited to put these all together. I'll even have a little look at it in a bit more detail with a little montage, and that's it. And if you have enjoyed this and you're not liking and subscribing, and if you wouldn't mind doing it, that would be great. Thank you very much indeed. And if you are, then of course, massive thanks to you already. There's my big thumbs up on that one. So that's it for now. Hope you've enjoyed a look at this marvellous action figure, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.